Imagine a storied baseball franchise stuck in a rut, yearning for a fresh spark to shatter a decade of postseason disappointments. That's the dramatic backdrop as the Los Angeles Angels make a bold move. But here's where it gets controversial. They're pinning their hopes on a former catcher with 0 coaching gigs under his belt. Stick around, because this decision could redefine what it takes to lead a team back to glory. Or it might just fuel more fan frustration. In this friendly chat about baseball's latest shakeup, we'll break it down step by step, making sure even newcomers to the sport can follow along easily. Let's dive right in. According to reliable sources, the Angels are set to appoint Kurt Suzuki as their new manager, a choice announced by ESPN on Tuesday. Suzuki, a seasoned 42-year-old who spent 16 years catching in the majors for teams like the Oakland Athletics, Washington Nations, and more, is stepping into the role to steer the Angels away from their prolonged slump, the longest playoff drought in all of Major League Baseball. For beginners wondering what a manager does, think of them as the on-field conductor, calling plays, motivating players, and strategizing during games. Much like a coach in other sports, but with ultimate game day authority. What makes this pick intriguing? Suzuki brings no formal coaching background, but over the past 3 years, he served as a special assistant to Angels general manager Perry Minasian. That hands-on role likely gave him insider insights into the team's operations, similar to how an apprentice learns from a master craftsman. And don't forget his playing pedigree. In 2019, he was part of the Washington Nationals World Series winning squad, hoisting the championship trophy amid the excitement of a victorious clubhouse. The search for Washington's replacement wasn't straightforward. The former manager, Ron Washington, battled health issues, missing nearly half of the 2025 season after a quadruple bypass surgery, a serious procedure that bypasses blocked heart arteries, underscoring the physical toll of the job. During his absence, interim skipper Ray Montgomery held the fort, and while he was offered another position with the Angels, he wasn't in the running for the permanent gig. Other big names like former Angels legends Albert Pujols and Torii were also considered, adding a layer of star power and familiarity to the mix. Suzuki is inheriting a squad with undeniable offensive firepower, yet pitching woes that could keep them sidelined. Take shortstop Zach Neto, for instance. He's often hailed as one of the most versatile players in the game, capable of hitting for power, speed, and defense. Outfielders Adell and Taylor Ward teamed up for a whopping 73 home runs in 2025 alone, showcasing the team's ability to crush the ball. Superstar Mike Trout, signed through 2030, remains a cornerstone, while young talents like catcher Logan O'Hoppe, first baseman Nolan Schanuel, and second baseman Christian Moore form a promising core. These players represent the next wave of Angels' success, much like how rising stars in other sports can transform a team's fortunes. And this is the part most people miss. While the offense dazzles, the pitching staff is a work in progress. Reliable starters like Yusei Kikuchi and Jose Soriano are solid anchors. But the rest of the rotation faces uncertainty, and the bullpen is riddled with unknowns. This imbalance is particularly glaring in the competitive AL West, where rivals like the Seattle Mariners came painfully close to the World Series last year, falling just 1 game short. In a division this tough, pitching can make or break a season, similar to how a strong defense turns the tide in football. Suzuki's own experience with the Angels adds credibility. In his final 2 seasons as a backup catcher in 2021 and 2022, he earned high praise for his savvy handling of the pitching staff. Think of it as being a trusted advisor who knows how to calm nerves and optimize performance. Now he's the 5th manager since Mike Scioscia's 19-year tenure ended in 2018. Under Scioscia, the Angels captured their only World Series in 2002. And dominated the division with 5 AL West titles from 2004 to 2009. But that 2009 campaign was their last playoff victory, and since then, they've returned to the postseason just once, in 2014, only to be swept by the Kansas City Royals. The 2025 season wrapped up with a disappointing 72-90 record, extending their streak to 10 straight losing years, a statistic that underscores the depth of their struggles. Fans haven't been shy about their discontent with owner Arte Moreno's leadership. He's criticized for micromanaging baseball decisions, underinvesting in player development, and the series of short-sighted moves, like failing to trade star Shohei Ohtani before he hit free agency, then choosing not to match the lucrative offer from crosstown rivals. The Los Angeles Dodgers. Ohtani's departure felt like losing a franchise icon, akin to a blockbuster actor leaving a hit TV show midway through a season. Interestingly, sources reveal Moreno was initially fixated on Pujols as the managerial choice, but negotiations crumbled, leading him to pivot elsewhere. This shift raises eyebrows. Was it a pragmatic decision based on Pujols' inexperience, or a missed opportunity for a beloved figure to rally the team? As we wrap up, this hire sparks debate. Is Suzuki's lack of coaching experience a genius gamble, like betting on an unconventional leader to shake things up, or a risky oversight that could prolong the Angels' woes? What do you think? Should teams prioritize proven coaches, or is raw insight enough? Do you agree Moreno's decisions have hurt the franchise, or is there more to the story? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear differing views, and maybe even some bold predictions for Suzuki's tenure.